Hey you guys, what is up? What is happening? What is going on with you today? I hope you're having a super awesome either morning, afternoon, night, whenever you're watching this. I hope you're having a good time. I am Ashley with AEHM Artistry, in case you do not know who I am. And in today's video, we are going to be talking all about the Tarte 9 Ways to Shine Cheek Wardrobe System. Now this is like a trio of trios. You got 3 different blush, bronzy, highlight type of trios in here. So there's 9 pans total to talk about. So I want to talk pigmentation, I want to talk blendability, I'm going to show you guys swatches, and I'm even going to be showing you guys me applying them onto myself. Even if we're not in the same skin tone, hopefully it will be helpful for you to see like, what are you getting? Is it easy to work with? Is it easy to blend and all of that? So we're going to be diving into that today. But before we do, if you haven't ever seen my face before, never stopped by my channel, never seen this mug right here, well, I would love it if you would consider subscribing at any point in time. That way you get notified when I post new videos, which is about 3 times a week. There will be lots of holiday coming up in the next month or so, lots to review, lots to talk about, but I'm also sprinkling in other beauty related videos that have nothing to do with holiday. They're just products too. So don't worry if you're not interested in all holiday, because it's a mixture. That's what we do. Okay, anyways, back to this. If you want to see what my thoughts and opinions are and swatches and details all about the Tarte 9 Ways to Shine Cheek Wardrobe, then you're in the right place. So all you really need to do now is sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. All right, diving right into details and specifications about this whole wardrobe situation. So Tarte launched this for holiday 2019. That's when I'm filming this. And it comes, like I said, with 3 trios. So 9 pans total. They are heavy on the blushes. There is 1 bronzer in this set and 3 highlighters as well, depending on your skin tone. But let me tell you really quickly about value. This does retail for $35, which immediately seems like a great value because you're getting 3 of these. I'll start popping this open so you can see. Tarte's website says the original value would be $171 if you were to buy each of these pans individually. Now that comes out to $19 a pan at the full retail value price of $171. So $19 a pan, I mean, you're getting way more than that for less than double. How much is that per? So that's $3.88 a pan that you're paying for. So that's a great value for a blush, bronzer, highlight. I mean, other than drugstore, you can't really get anything cheaper than that. So the mechanism container that it comes in is pretty interesting and unique. I've only personally seen one other brand do this style, and that was Jane Iredale, and they have some eyeshadow, maybe it even has a blush in it, trios. So it just slides out. I'll show you. It just slides out. It's like a magnet slidey system. So you kind of roll it up, and then this top portion has your mirror, and it has all 3 things in there. The mirror does seem to be kind of useless, to be honest, because it kind of makes me dizzy when I look at it, since it has the mirrored packaging and then the mirror in it. It's like kind of hard to focus. And one more thing about the packaging, do keep in mind that because it's like mirrored, it does get the fingertip situation. So if that's something that drives you crazy, just keep that in mind. That is an issue with the fingertips and the smudging and the, yeah, not as cute, but whatever. So I'll go ahead and put up some swatches for you guys to see like everything all spread out, and that way you can decide for yourself if this will work within either your skin tone or the person that you would be gifting it for's skin tone. I'll start diving right in. I'll start diving into me applying these. That way you can see whether you're lighter or darker than me, if that will work based on pigmentation and stuff. So let's start out with the rose gold trio. So I'll go in with the bronzer. This trio is the only one that has the bronzer in it. This bronzer is very buildable, as you'll see. It's a really nice tone. It's not too orangey, it's not too cool tone either. It's very neutral, which is nice, but a little bit of warmth to it. So, but not orange warmth, so that's nice. So it did blend out really, really well. It is really nice. I used it a couple times throughout testing this, and I'm wearing it today as well. And I like the bronzing aspect of it. I think it's good. I don't think it'll work for all skin tones, so bear that in mind, but the blendability is really good. And then I went ahead and went in with the blush. The blush is really nice. It is lighter, so better for fair skin. And all of these were very buildable, which was really cool too. So you can kind of finesse it and work with whatever you got. And then the highlighter, this one to me wasn't as blinding. So you do have a little bit of room to play if you just want to glow, a more lit from within glow. It's not as intense. So there's that for you. Now going in with the gold trio. So this one has 2 blushes and a highlighter. Now one of the blushes is matte and one of them is shimmery. So I will throw on the matte blush on one side so you can see what that looks like. And then now the shimmery blush on the other side. They're pretty much the same tone, just one of them shimmer. This is the only trio that I'm like, well, I'd rather them have put in like a deeper bronzer in this one rather than the shimmery shade, because it would be so easy to take a tap of this and a tap of that and you get that, you know, because it's like literally the same highlighty as this one is. So that's just my personal critique out of all of them. That's the only thing I think is missing, is like another bronzer, especially for deeper skin tones. But then the highlighter in here is beautiful. It is more blinding. It's what I'm wearing today. And I just think that it has that little punch that you might be looking for in a highlighter, especially during the holidays. I don't know your style, but that's my vibe and I can dig it. And then lastly, the more gunmetal type of trio right here. This one is pigmented, which is great for deeper skin tones. It does not mess around, or if you just like a more heavy blush, it doesn't mess around. I had to be careful because I went a little too ham and then I had to like try to blend it away. It did blend away, but it took some effort because there's a lot more pigment in this. So I have the pink one on one side and I have the deeper one on the other. I did use the highlighter as more of a bronzer. I mixed it in with the bronzer to help with that, because this highlighter for my skin tone will be too deep, but for deeper skin tones, it will be beautiful. It is really, really pretty, as you saw in the swatches. It has such a good deep rose gold shift to it that it's just beautiful. So there is that. My personal opinion was everything blended really beautifully and it was super easy to work with. Super, super easy. So whether you're thinking about gifting this to somebody else or gifting it to yourself, I am really happy with the formula personally. I think it's really nice. It's really good. Also, the wear time of these seem to be just fine. It doesn't seem to be like fading away or anything throughout the day. So I appreciate that too. It seems like Tarte's good formula. I don't know if it's the Amazon Clay formula per se, because it doesn't really necessarily say. I'd have to go through the ingredients list to try to find out, but it doesn't advertise it at that, but it still seems to be long wearing and fine. Keep in mind with these makeup trios that you might see, because you might be wondering like, well, why would I need all of those? That's a lot. You can always split up gifts like this. Of course, it doesn't have its own unique packaging, but you can take something. I have this laying right here. This is what I'm doing next, but you have like this Buxom lip gloss. You could take, you know, 2 out of each and pair it with a blush, and then you can either throw something else in or just that, and then put it in a little gift bag, and then that would be so cute. And people won't, I mean, you throw the package away anyway, so whatever. But that would be super, super cute if you have a lot of people that you need to buy for and you want to split it up, but you feel weird giving somebody all of these. But I think people can make it work too. So the value is really there. I know for me, when I look at this stuff too, I always kind of keep in mind like, well, would I get it for myself? Do I like it? And if the answer is yes, I can either decide if I want it on my list or if I want to gift it to somebody else and go from there. So let me know down in the comments below if this is a trio or set that you would be interested in for yourself or for somebody else. Is there anybody in your life that just like, oh yes, they love their cheek products? This will be great for them, because I would love to know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are on sets like this. So that is all I have to say about this today. That is that on that and that and that. Before you leave, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you would consider going down and hitting that little red subscribe button. Like I said at the beginning, you'll get notified when I post new videos, which is about 3 times a week. As long as you tap that bell, at least, you're more likely to get notified. I don't know. You know, YouTube's crazy. Sometimes they notify, sometimes they don't. I don't know. Thank you so much for dropping in and checking out what I have to say about this set. And I hope that every single one of you out there, every single one of you, have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, beautiful day.